In this video, we are going to be speaking about momentum, understanding momentum in Forex trading. This information is applicable in any market, whether you are trading stocks, you are trading futures, you are trading indices, you are trading commodities, any market. This information is going to be very helpful because it is based on the basis of trading, or it is based on the core of a price movement. So when it comes to trading, when it comes to buying and selling, you need to understand that it's an issue of the balance of power. It's the balance of power between the bulls and the bears, or between the buyers and the sellers. So it's just analyzing the balance of power. That's what trading is all about. So momentum, it is actually understanding the strength of the buyers and the strength of the seller. So I'm just going to be sharing with you some few things that you need to look at when you're analyzing the strength, or the power, or the momentum of the buyers versus the sellers. So it is just few things. It will be wave sizes, wave duration, candle sizes, candle numbers, and everything. So it will be just an interesting lesson that can shift your trading if you really pay much focus into it. So let us just look at this market here. We have this New Zealand US dollar. So we can see that the market has been moving up here, but then from moving up, there was a reversal there, going down. So what we have to ask ourselves is that what happened for the market to go down as we are seeing it here? What was the cause? Were we able to track it as price action traders? So what we are going to look first, it is the wave. We can look at the impulsive waves and everything, the structure of the market at large. So we can see here that we have this flow of the market going up, and all of a sudden the market breaks and form a new low here. So meaning the issue started here, the questioning started here when the market formed a new low which was lower than this previous one, meaning it means that now the sellers, because it's buyers versus sellers, it means that now the sellers were coming in with power. It means that now the sellers were coming in with power in the market, looking at this corrective wave here. So this corrective wave is more deeper than the previous one. So that's where the questioning should have started, that why are we having a corrective wave more deeper? And then let us continue and analyze the market. So then we have this corrective wave, and the market pushes up, it pushes down, it corrects, and it pushes up again, and it pushes down. So look at this here. You can see that we have this wave, which is a wave of the buyers, just a small push up, which is a very small wave. And then we have the second wave, which is quite bigger than the previous one, which tells us that, okay, here, these two things, if you see such a thing where we have a previous wave smaller than the current wave or the next wave, it means that the bars were increasing in power. Why? Because previously they had a small wave, and all of a sudden they are knocking us with a bigger wave, meaning their move is more impulsive now. It means that their strength has increased, their momentum has increased. However, I will just erase so that my chart will be a bit cleaner. However, looking at this corrective here, you can see that this corrective, it has more details than the previous small corrective, and this corrective is quite bigger, and also there are some huge red candles here, which means that these red candles, the sellers were increasing in terms of aggressiveness, because you can see a lot of activity in the corrective. A corrective shouldn't contain so much detail. It should be just few move and then the impulsive proceeds. But here we have more taking place, and this corrective is bigger than this small corrective, which means now these sellers were gaining more of power. Power in the sellers were increasing. I'll just do something like Adidas. So power was increasing, going up when it comes to the sellers. Why? Because we can see, although the buyers tried to push with a huge impulsive wave, which was bigger than the smaller wave before, but we don't ignore this, which we still continue from this thing that they showed us at first, because this data, we don't ignore it because we are seeing something new, interesting. No, we connect it, we connect the dots. That's what analyzing it's all about. So Now, because we have a corrective which is bigger, then our role was to observe what the price is going to do next. Is it going to show us a long impulsive? If the impulsive becomes shorter than the previous one, remember, here is the previous one, and then here is the new one. So you can see that this impulsive is not longer than this one. And moreover, in this impulsive, there is some a lot of a mixture of red and green candles. You see, it is like 3 4 5 6 green candles, 1 2 3 4 5 red candles. So it's 6 green candles and 5 red candles. So you see that there is no difference in the number of candles, but the only difference was that the buyers, they just had big candles. That's why it looks like an upward wave. But if the candles were not big, it was gonna be some kind of a downward wave. But the reason the wave is bullish, it is because these green ones are big. However, this wave overall, starting from this point going to that point, is not bigger than this one, which starts here and go all of a sudden up there. So maybe to just establish some accuracy, we can measure it starting here and going up. Wait, it is 152 pips. Let us measure this one starting here going up there. You see this one, it is 138 pips. So it is 138. This one, it is 152. So you can see that there is the difference in terms of the size. Then the next wave is now smaller than the previous one, which is something that we don't want. When we see things like this, that's where as traders we begin to wait for a reversal or a downward move. Why? Because already looking at this entire uptrend, analyzing it in terms of strength, we have seen that the buyers are not just dominating boldly like that. The sellers, they are fighting aggressively because of this wave, and then because of this thing that happened here, where we have a corrective with more detail, a corrective with more struggle, a corrective with long red candles, and also this corrective took a long period of time, because if you are to calculate these candles, it is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So it is 12 candles. It is 12 candles, and in this one it is just 1 2 3 candles in this smaller corrective. So you see that the price, it spent a lot of time in this market here. It spent a lot of time in this market here. So that's something that you should consider as well. The number of candles in that corrective wave, it resembles the duration, and moreover, it is the size of candles, because we have a huge red candles, which tells us that the sellers were aggressive. That's why then we have something like a downward move in the near future, because we are already waiting for it, as we have seen the momentum dying out. And moreover, just to make this lesson interesting, let me also break down this wave here. We have this seller's wave. We can see it clear. Where's my pen? It moved. I will just combine these ones and I will combine these ones. It's just downward move and an upward move, a downward move and an upward move. So it's like that, né? It's like that. But I want you to take clear observance on the first wave. The first wave, it pushes down, it becomes a bigger one, and then it corrects. Okay, we have no problem. These are our first wave, so we cannot say anything about momentum. We cannot compare anything. But then we have the next one. The next one, boom, it ends here and it goes up. So we can see, comparing this one is shorter than this one. So this one is longer, this one is shorter. And also going into the corrective, this corrective is shorter, and then this corrective is longer. So it means that the sellers were getting weaker. Why? Because they had a shorter next impulsive wave, and the buyers were getting stronger. Why? Because they have a longer corrective wave. So it means that in the market, we are waiting for something like this. Why? Because something have already clicked in our mind when it comes to analyzing momentum. Something has clicked. The market is like shifting, moving in an arc like that. It is not just aggressively moving down. So it helps guys to just know when a reversal is coming, know when a corrective is coming, and when is it going to end. Things like that. It just helps you, and it makes analyzing easier. This is just the most important thing you need to know when it comes to price action or technical analysis. Thank you for watching this video.